protest continues as Clayton Clay, Cedric Thornton, Mike Tolbert, Sharice Wright, Tywin Jones, and Jarrell Worthy all kneeled for the Buffalo Bills during the national anthem. Of course, this is a story that's been told a million different ways this year.
At the end of the day, I mean, everybody's a grown man. They do what they feel is best for them and their family. And today, me and a few of my brothers, we did that.
We live in a country that the beauty of it is we don't all have to agree. So if you feel disrespected by the kneeling, I think even the kneelers respect that. I think that if you stand for it, you know, the kneelers respect that too.
But it seems like with all of this media coverage of the national anthem protest, who kneels, who locks arms, the actual reason behind the protesting is getting a little covered.
I mean, I definitely think it's been hijacked a little bit by the media, you know, by people taking it for something different than what it is. You know, obviously, you know, we have the utmost respect for this country, the utmost respect for our soldiers, men and women that's died, put their lives on the line for us. I know so many people like that, but at the end of the day, it's about being a better person and making this world a better place. You know, you can't reach everybody, but at the same time, you want to be able to look yourself in the mirror as I can and say, you know, I'm trying to do my part to help change the community, the world that I'm living in and my kids are living in.
Colin Kaepernick initially didn't kneel. He sat to raise awareness to his point, and he spoke with a Navy SEAL who said, you know, we would really appreciate it if instead of sitting to show some sort of respect and still get your point across, you should kneel instead of sitting. So he said, okay, no problem. You want to know why? Because he doesn't have a problem with the veterans in this country, with all the soldiers, with the flag. It's not a protest against the veterans. It's not a protest against the flag. It's a protest against what's being done against African Americans in this country from a perspective of police enforcement and egregious treatment.
You know, just driving a nice car and someone pull you over, and the first question is not, you know, why I stopped you, is what do you do to be able to drive a car like this? You know, it's like, I'm human, you know, treat me as such, you know, not black, not white, not indifferent, you know.
This comes up during sports. This comes up during a football game. You know, we're worried about, you know, what the NBA players are going to do because they have a rule explicitly stating they have to stand, or are they going to change that rule? Will Adam Silver punish anybody for doing it? I think that what we need to do as a nation is we need to stop associating the sports with the flag. We need to stop associating it with athletics or this and that. What can we as citizens, what can we as people do to bring more awareness to this? Why is it only during a sporting event when there's, you know, billions of advertisement dollars being thrown around, when there's hundreds and, you know, millions of people around the world watching these games? Like, why does it have to be then? What can we do around the clock? What can we do not here at our homes, in our cities, in our towns, in our schools, in our workplaces? What can we do to promote social justice? What can we do to make sure that every person that we know, regardless of, you know, creed or color or, you know, upbringing or socioeconomic status, like, what can we do to make sure that everybody's going to be treated with equal respect and just dignity? Because that's what it comes down to. You know, it's people. Some people are afraid to walk down the street, and you know what? It's a damn shame, because some people are afraid of, you know, you walk into a bad neighborhood and you might be afraid of what the people are going to do. But imagine if you were afraid of the people who are supposed to protect you. I mean, I don't even know what that's like, so I can't comment on that. But I can imagine, you know, we've all been in situations where we're uncomfortable. Imagine if you're uncomfortable, like if you were uncomfortable with telling your teacher something, or like that the teacher has it out to get you in a class that you have no control over who your teacher is, or something like that. It's a shame. It's a shame to me that you know, in this day and age, you know, we can't figure it out.
It all starts with the leadership at the top, and we don't have any.
Yeah.
And we can both agree on that, huh, pal?
Quality, man. I mean, I love everybody equally, you know, from, you know, Richie Incognito, who's a white guy, to my wife, who's Asian. You know, I love everybody. You know what I'm saying? You know, that's what we need to breed: more love, more community, more hope, you know, in this world. So,
how do you feel about locking arms like that method?
I feel like locking arms is unifying, but in a sense, you know, it's not what what we're trying to do right now.